Hello there and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 7. Today I'm doing another car build. This time we're going to be taking a look at a car from the newest DLC, probably the only car I'm going to build from the newest DLC. This is the Kia Stinger. This is of course the new hot sports saloon car everyone is talking about, and while you could probably make a BMW M4 rival out of this thing, which is probably what most people are going to be doing, or build it up just homologation wise to compete with, say, the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, we're going to be doing something different. I'm going to be building this car up to compete in the Forza GT class. Now that is R385PI. Now I'm only going to pay attention to the PI because the rest of the restrictions, quite frankly, the Stinger probably won't meet because it's a road car and it's quite a heavy road car, as you're about to see. When we actually built it up, I just noticed the floating bits. Anyways, yeah. So, we're going to build the Stinger up to Forza GT class and see if it can compete with the cars of that class. Naturally, we need to do a fair bit of upgrading because it's C493 PI from stock and we need to get it to R class. So, a lot of upgrading going to go on in this. I think the first thing I'm going to do is put every single handling part into this car, and then we're going to decide what we're going to do engine-wise. 275s on the front, 305s on the rear. Cool. Decent enough size tyres. Yes, we're going to put literally everything into this car and then we'll sort of decide what we're going to do. Probably going to leave it rear-wheel drive. I've done a lot of rear-wheel drive builds as of recent, so I'm almost tempted to swap it to all-wheel drive for that reason. And there are a couple of all-wheel drive cars in the Forza GT class. Forza GT doesn't specifically ban that stuff, so yeah. Originally I was going to build this car to GT3 regulations, but as you're about to see, there is one major issue with doing that, and that's when we put the roll cage in and do the weight reduction, we get it down to 3,146 pounds, and we'd need to get it down to 2,650 pounds, which would be pretty much impossible. So, yeah, right. All that is done. We'll just add the aerodynamics, because we'll need it. I'm assuming this will be a fantastic handling car now, just have no straight line speed. What is the 0 to 60 currently? 4.3, oh wait, that's without the wing. With the wing, 4.3, 173 miles per hour. Right. All-wheel drive would add some weight, obviously, but not too sure. Engine swap. Now we can stick with the standard twin-turbo V6 that pretty much every other car uses in the world today. Of course, it is Kia's design, but many cars use V6 twin-turbos. We have the choice of a 6.2 litre V10. Ooh, we have the choice of a 5.2 litre V10. I said V10 for that, no, V8, LS, not LS. 5.2 litre V10. Yes, I'm sorry. I'd probably leave it with a stock engine, but that is awfully tempting. As is the opportunity to put twin turbos on it. Now, this engine does way more than the standard engine, however, I believe the exhaust on this car saves a... No, okay, never mind. I thought it did save a lot of weight, but it turns out it doesn't. Right, stick everything weight saving in it, see if we can actually get the weight down some more. Flywheel, that'll take some weight out. I don't think this thing is going below 3,000 pounds, unfortunately, but there you go. Right, that'll do. I've just noticed the power is going to be insane in this thing. The power is going to be very insane in this. This may end up being a silly car showdown car more than an actual... Again, R385 was the target PI. We are going to have to... Yeah, let's just all-wheel drive it. Yes, that's going to give us the required PI. It is going to add more weight to it, but yeah, that will actually give us the required PI, whereas if I keep building the engine, I'm just going to end up with some stupid, insanely powerful thing, so... Alright. Again, technically, it is allowed in the GT... Actually, no. Because of the way I'm going to have to set this up, I will not be able to use that, so sod it, rear-wheel drive it is. Yeah. Because of the way I'm going to have to set this up, I'm probably not going to be able to use all-wheel drive, so instead we are just going to have to build a crazy power nutter bastard. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of power. I don't know if we're going to have a lot of actual goodness in this. I tried doing this before with an AMG-T, which never went out. That was back in Forza 6, and that was quite the crazy contraption as well. I believe that ended up with a lot of power. I think even fully built, this thing isn't going to get quite the required amount of PI, but sod it, we will have to just soldier on anyway by the looks of it. 901 horsepower, 917. This is going to be a very expensive build. What can the V8 do? I think the V8 can actually get more power, so sod it, we might have to go for a V8 Kia Stinger. Yes, I need as much power as possible. Apparently this is going to be lighter as well to build it with V8. Right. Come on. Get everything on it that you need. I think this can make about 1,000 horsepower. If it can't, then we'll go back to the V12. Or V10. Yeah. V12 would be cool in this car. Probably needs it actually to get this PI. Yeah. This is not being quite as successful as initially hoped for. But then again, as I said, it's a road car, so actually making... Oh, there we go. We are going to make PI with this, I think. Well, may as well commit to the... Actually, no. We'll try and keep this in the realm of sensibilities a little bit. Although nothing is boosting the PI anymore. R381, is that literally all... Maybe if we had, like, wheels, maybe the Dynamags will be lighter. Yes, lightened wheels, we do need those. We'll go for the Dynamags because I can't bother to look through all the wheels. R384. That is pretty much everything you can do to the Kia Stinger and keep it rear-wheel drive. So, our GT car turns out to be a little bit on the mental side. 1,009 horsepower, 3.7 seconds to 60, 246 mile per hour top speed. Of course, we will do some tuning to it. Yeah. I tried to keep it sensible, but Forza apparently does not want to keep it sensible, so yeah, this is the way it's going to have to go. That. Right, which gear is 7th? What's the point of having 8 gears if you're just going to do it like that? There we go. Apparently that's quicker anyway. Right, as far as this goes for being a GT car, I am going to want all of the downforce in the world for this, I feel. I have literally no idea how this is going to handle. I can imagine it being awful, so we are going to like 20%. We'll go 20-20. I don't trust it already. 240 miles per hour, 3.7 seconds to 60. So there you go. That is the GT style Kia Stinger, 1,009 horsepower, 846 foot-pound of torque, 3,042 pounds of weight, R384 front engined rear drive. Oh god. Oh god indeed. Well, this was an utter ball ache to set up, but yes, I have finally got it set up to where I want it to be. We are racing GT cars, we have an angry pack of P1 cars behind us. Yeah, we're racing mostly Forza GT cars. Because of the way this has to be set up, it's a bit weird. Also, those guys are starting behind us because I couldn't find a way to make them start in front of us. So, yeah. Chaos, probably. This first corner, always good fun. And by good fun, I mean terrible. As in, why does that first corner exist? Also, fun fact for you, in the main menu, my car was actually showing damage. So, yeah, that's probably indicative of the way this is going to go with our 1,000 horsepower GT Stinger. God, why? All the P1 cars apparently are having many issues trying to find their way through the field. My god, we have straight line speed. If we have a clear entrance to use that straight line speed, then, ooh, but we have understeer. Oh my god. Hi, Peugeot. How you doing? Hopefully you guys can sort of find a way through the pack sooner rather than... Ooh, we have grip. My god, we have traction. We have traction. We have speed when we have traction. We have many, many speeds. The Mercury has gone for an issue. The BMW M3 GT2 car having an issue. I think that's a GT2 car. Right. Oh, and we're gonna go off. Right. Let's try this again. The problem is, I'm sort of trying to keep aware of everything going on around me. Oh, hi, the BMW's decided to... Fuck you, Audi. Okay. Germans are having issues with each other. We are in dead last place. Alright. However, my speed, and then I have no brakes. I have speed, and then no brakes. No brakes whatsoever. Okay. This is a silly car. This is the Audi or Porsche or whatever it is having a lot of issues there as well. Everyone is very slow. P1 cars, please make your way up the field. Frame rate is not happy either. It's all going very well. Oh my god. Many bad things. Literally the worst thing I've ever done on this game. Anyways, we're up to 10th place now, so that's okay. I've got the... right, Peugeot. Go for it. Oh, hi, everyone. As I'm trying to get traction off of that corner. Look at my straight line speed. It's so much better than yours. And then we come on to the brakes, and then we find out they're not so much better than yours. I'm sorry, Bentley. Hey, at least you managed to let the Peugeot go through. Good. I mean, I've got to be honest, I've driven the stock Stinger. I wasn't a fan of it to begin with, so this, yeah, not really helping matters for the Stinger. Traction, speed, glorious speed, and then brake. Brake very, very early for this corner, and then understeer. I probably have more straight line speed than that Audi LMP car behind me. He just does more speed through the corners and can probably get off the corners faster than I can. I have no idea. What I do know is I'm going to go off again, or at least, right, Audi, do something. Thank you. Or do that. You know, whatever works for you, I guess. The driver tars do not like being around here. Then again, like everyone complains about Forza driver tars. Truth be told, Forza AI back in the day was just as bad as this, if not worse. So. Also, I like it on me setting the differential to 20%. Pretty much has done absolutely nothing. And we now need to go on a redemption tour to try and get our way up. I mean, straight line speed wise, hell yeah. Oh, I think that's the first time I've ever taken that corner in a car and I can't be flat out. Oh, we have caution ahead. What's happened now? Oh. Many bad things have happened apparently. This race is just turning into a shambles. This is supposed to be a sensible idea. You know, turn a Kia Stinger into a fully fledged GT race car, and it's just gone to pot. But look at my speed! Oh, can't quite out-drag the Peugeot. The Peugeot probably got a bit more than me. Everyone else has sort of gone up the field while all of the first lap shenanigans were happening. Yeah, this is not good. So, if Kia, if you're watching and you're like, oh, should we put the Kia Stinger in GT3? If you do, make sure you lighten the shell first. Just a top tip. To be fair, it'd be kind of cool. But, I don't know if Kia would really bother with... I mean, they are taking the Stinger relatively serious, and how to take it more seriously than just going GT car racing. Peugeot's up my inside. Oh, God. Here we go. I'm so scared of those LMP cars. I kind of want to let them pass, but at the same time, my instinct is to try and fend them off, even though we're not actually racing each other technically, so it doesn't actually really matter. Oh god. I'm trying to mash the power down out the corners, and it does work. It just sort of takes a lot of time for the car to sort of hunker down and get on with it. It does seem to have a one tyre fire issue, which is a bit strange considering this thing does have a racing differential in it. Yeah, my god, this was an absolute pain to set up with Forza. Basically, every car that was showing up here was either 90s or a NASCAR, so I had to sort of try and find a way to make them not 90s or NASCARs. And eventually I did. I can't quite remember all the specifics to this particular race, but let's just say there's a lot of settings have gone into trying to make this one happen. Oh god. Right. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It would be quite cool if Forza had like a system where if you upgraded the car so much it could change divisions. Like, not so much like, oh yeah, turn a, you know, this, which I think, can't remember what this is under. I think it's under like Sports Saloon or modern sports vehicles or something. My god, I should have gone on the brake. The brakes are so bad. The brakes are utterly atrocious. I think the brakes on the standard one aren't particularly good, so yeah. This certainly isn't helping that mentality. But yeah, it would be kind of cool if there was like a system where if you upgraded, say, this car enough and it fit within a racing restriction, whether you could actually homologate it for that thing, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, if you upgraded a car so much that you could turn it into a Forza GT, like an official Forza GT, that'd be kind of cool. Or just have some of the cars have pre-made kits to turn them into GT cars, maybe. That would be kind of neato. Maybe give them wide bodies or race-prepared bodywork or something like that. I don't know. Some manufacturers might be a bit weird with you being able to do that, but I wouldn't really see why they would be, if they were. Right. Can I finally get up the M6? I don't think I'm going to be able to catch whatever's in the lead. Like, that's long gone. They're not having any issues whatsoever. This is probably the worst car I've built on this game so far. Like, this makes the Jeep look sane, pretty much, because this is just stupid. But again, I started out with sensible intentions, and then it sort of turned into less sensible. Not because I wanted it to, just because it had to, because otherwise this car would not have met the required PI. And I could have gone racing against touring cars, but where's the fun in that? Also, this car is not a touring car because it's too wide to be a touring car. BMW having all the issues. Apparently, all of the LMP cars do not like this track. They really do not like this track. Speed! And bye-bye BMW. Right. We have got 2 laps to catch whoever is in 5th place. If they get held up by the LMP cars, or if I can actually stop into this corner, that'd be nice. Oh my god. Oh, this race. I don't know what it is about this track and this race, but apparently all of the drivatars have gone mad. This is literally like being in an online race. I feel like I'm the idiot in the troll car here, though. You know how, like, some idiots drove around in the Hummer H1 and the Pterodyne Gurkhas? I'm the idiot in my Kia Stinger, interrupting a relatively sensible-ish GT car race. Yeah, I have no idea what's actually leading right now, either. Maybe I should have pushed, like, the problem is we sort of got caught up in that first, oh, it's a Z4, okay. I can beat the Z4, I'll be happy. That's my goal for the rest of this race now, is to beat a BMW Z4 in my Kia Stinger, which has no controllability. And yeah, it seems to be setting on fire only one of the tyres. It's not spinning both wheels, it's sort of just going all Charger Hellcat on me. Oh my god, Charger Hellcat probably would make a more normal GT3 car at this point. But there you go. Yeah, this thing is, it's fun. I will certainly give it that. Not efficient though, the Aston Martin. Ooh, Aston Martin has decided to come and join us. We might actually end up getting in a battle with him over 7th place. No caution ahead stickers. Gonna slightly cheat that corner, but shh. Probably compared to everything else here today, that's been fine. Right, I reckon I might be able to get this BMW. We may be able to secure 6th for the mighty, mighty Stinger. And by mighty, I mean horrific. I just love having this straight line speed down the straight, and then you get to this corner, and I have no idea where my braking zone is for this corner, because I hate it. I hate this corner. I hate the Nürburgring, to be honest with you. Like, even the GP track's kind of crap. You know how, last time out I said about the Alps being the only place where cars can sort of get along in a 24-car grid? This is not that. This does not have the same feature. We spin all the power away. Alright, we are up on the arse of the BMW. I do reckon if this was like a 15-lap race, I might actually be able to get to the lead and secure a wing. A wing? I mean, have we still got our wing? We have still got our wing. Okay, that is important. That is mighty important. We still have the mighty wing of the Stinger, but yes. Not quite as mighty as the BMW's wing, but there you go. Whee! All of the power spinning away. I'm getting closer to the Beamer. Can't match my straight line speed, although my brakes can't match your brakes. That's the one real big advantage of the actual real GT cars in this game, is just that they have so much nicer brakes than I do. Yeah, I'm still not used to entirely how this car handles. Right. At least we don't have to worry about a braking zone into the 6th corner. We are going in hot. Well, 1st corner, I should say. We are going to outbrake ourselves. But I might be able to run a rolling roadblock on the BMW. Oh, it just spins its wheels. Well, it spins its wheel. I literally don't understand. Anyways, there we go. Across the line in a minute, we did get into 6th place. I will take 6th. I'm curious to see what my lap time was compared to everything else here. The answer is... Survey says... Yeah, okay, no. Literally everything was quicker lap time wise. Yeah. Apparently... Oh, where did the M3 come? The M3 came 13th. Right. So what did we get beaten by? We got beaten by a C7, another Z4, a Nissan Bluebird, and 2 SLSs. Apparently the SLS just completely ran away at the front. The Corvette we might have... Actually, no, he got a clean lap. The rest of us all got dirty laps because that race was horrific. Truly, utterly, unquestionably awful race right there. But there you go. That's what happens when you put a silly amount of power in a Kia Stinger. The answer is the chassis, despite being a, well, brand new chassis, can't handle it. Unless, I don't think this is iterative of any other car platform. I believe this is Kia's sort of maiden voyage. Also, I used 2 of the mods that said we'd finish in 3rd place. That didn't happen. Also, I really don't want that R18. So anyways, there you go. That's what happens when you turn a Kia Stinger into a GT car. The answer is GT cars bully it and then start bullying each other. So, yeah, no real conclusion to come to there. Anyways, I want to thank you all very much for watching this video. If you want to see anything else built, do let me know. Anything from this DLC that you'd like to see. I don't think there's anything, really. I literally think this Kia Stinger is the only thing that it really could have built. Oh. Oh. Oh, there we go. Am I phasing through someone there now? Well, all well ends well. Yeah. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, farewell.
Those who died are justified, but wearing the badge and you're chosen white. You're justified.